Okay, guys. Hello. Who's excited? Wish you could give me hearts because that would be more fun, like, on Facebook. But I am so pumped to share this information with you. I feel like, yeah, you can give me hearts in the chat, like Val. I love that. Um, I feel like vulnerable moment. I feel like I just ignored this process for so long and I don't even know why. Maybe nerves, maybe just feeling like it was going to take so much time, or that I was going to get overwhelmed, or was going to stay organized with it, was I going to stay up with it, just so many. I want you guys to realize that we all have fears in this business, and we all go through moments where we need to like stretch ourselves, and I feel like this was one of them for me. And this host to post thing has just been like circulating around my world for months. And I finally decided that it was time to commit to it. And I think that stems from many things, but being in this business for 9 years now, and just realizing that for 9 years I've been building an audience on Facebook, and not that long on Instagram, but for a long time on Instagram, even just realizing that there were so many people with the algorithms and the way that they've changed over the past couple of years, that not a lot of people are seeing our posts like we think they are. And we've learned through our leadership that posting is not asking, and it takes so much more work to ask someone for help. And this host to post thing has just got me fired up for so many other reasons. But I posted a really cool statistic on our pages today, and that is that 94% of women are buying online. And I apologize that it's all triggered towards women, but this is mainly a business where women are involved, and I want to capitalize on what's happening socially on Instagram and on Facebook, and share this knowledge with you because I am pumped about it and what it's doing. So I hope that you came to this Zoom with your friends list printed, because it's going to help you just visually understand where I'm coming from. And I watched a Zoom recently, or a live recently, that Rachel Jones had posted on one of our Triple Diamond and Above pages back in December. And through that has been a trickle effect of people having an astronomical amount of success with signing customers and distributors. I mean, I'm talking like 10s and 20s and 30s, big numbers throughout the entire month, using host to post as a part of their power hour work and everything. So you know me well enough, I'm celebrating all aspects of this. I just feel like if you're not doing a host to post in your everyday action, you're missing out on a huge opportunity to expand your network, because it's not just about who you know, but it's about who your people know, who's on your list and who they know. So I want you guys to have your friends list in front of you. I'm just going to kind of go through the organization of this first, because if I don't explain this part, then you're going to miss out. So I printed mine. So I've got two piles. I've got the pile that I haven't even started yet, and then I've got the pile that I started on yesterday. So, and you can see it's color coded. So I kind of made like a little color chart here. So I went to Target and I got some Sharpie highlighters, because I did. And let's go through the colors together. So looking at your list, you have pink. This is just what I used. You can use whatever system you want. But pink for me is distributor. So if you go through, just want you to kind of jot this down first before you start working on it. Okay, so pink is distributor. For me, orange is loyal customer. So that means it's somebody that's already a loyal. Doesn't mean I'm not going to message them, but they're already a customer. Green is someone that I've unfriended. Now this is, as I'm going through it, I'm unfriending, like, I went to someone's page and it was like, I didn't know who they were on my friends list, but I went to her page and it was like nothing but like negative curse words. Like, it just totally turned me off. I was like, bye-bye. you know, or maybe someone that I just didn't feel like I needed to be friends with anymore. Blue is for the people that I've messaged already. So if it's nothing, if there's no color on a person yet on a highlight, then I haven't messaged them yet. So I know I need to go through and message them. That's my work. So once I message them, I cross it off and it's blue. Purple, I made my own kind of category for people who are in other network marketing companies. Sometimes because I feel like if I'm asking them to post for me, then I feel like I have to reciprocate that. I'm just not quite sure I want to go down that route. So depending on what the products they sell, you know, if they're in competition with keto, I'm not going to message them. You know what I'm saying? So just respectfully, that's what I've done. And then yellow was like my family, like my mom, you know, like I love her, but she can't post for me, you know, so she's my mom and it works anyway. So I just made like a little category. That was my own personal thing. That's something that I added that Rachel didn't do, but, so pink, distributor, orange, loyal customer, green, someone I've unfriended, blue, message them, purple, network marketing. And then there's the blank ones or people that you haven't messaged yet. So what I started doing yesterday is just going through and making my list. And I've gone through, I think like 5 pages now. Yeah, there's 5 full pages I've covered at this point. And I'm going to share the messages that I'm sending with you next. But what I realized is there were a lot of distributors. I think that this way that I had to print my list might look a little different than yours. I actually had to get Brandon Walsh to help me because I guess my list was so big it wouldn't print, it wouldn't download. And so there's 80 pages that I printed today, which is just crazy to me. And so I think it categorized it by people that I interact with the most. Laura Balzer, you were like number 2 on my list. Isn't that funny? If you need help, if your friends list is too big and you weren't able to download it, I will get help for you, okay? And isn't that funny, Laura? I love that. So I think it goes through organization of like who you interact with on a regular basis. So you might find that a lot of the people on your first couple pages are your team members or are friends and it works. You might find that as well. And you just quickly just cross them off and then go through the blank ones. So once I've made my color coding, then I go through and start messaging. And so I made a little, in my notebook, I have my host to post I have my host to post, line orders. Okay. Yeah, so you're just going to start. So Amberly asked, mine orders that with when we became friends. Okay, so who do we start sending messages first? The very first people. Yes, you need to go through, like how I did it is I just went page by page and just highlighted. Okay, so I highlighted page by page, and then wherever I had like a blank person, I messaged them. And so I just, I sent this, I'll show you. Let me post this on, give me a second. I put this on. This is literally a copy and paste from Rachel's Zoom. And I'm going to put this on our Living Legendary. I'm going to put it on the event. And I'm going to post it now. And then for the leadership, I'll do the same thing on our page. One second. Awkward silence. Okay. Boom. Posted. Okay. So I literally just messaged everybody first and I said something like, hey girl, I know this is super duper random, but I have a question for you. Or hey beautiful, I have a question for you. Or hey girl, you know, whatever, happy Tuesday, I have a super duper random question for you. And I would just go through and just boom, boom, boom. just to get interaction. Nothing more, nothing like, how's the baby? Nothing more. Like, just, I have a super duper random question for you. No big compliment, no long post. And it was amazing how quickly I was, yeah, sure, what's up? Yeah, hey girl, oh my gosh, I saw your pictures, they're amazing, blah, blah. Okay, boom. Like, what's up? What's your question? I got such quick feedback from that. And I thought, well, this is going to be cool. And so, and I even reached out to a couple of people that, and Rachel taught me this, a couple of people who had been in the business before that were no longer distributors. I just sent them a message like, hey, look, I know that didn't work out for you, or it wasn't the right timing, or whatever the situation was, or I know you're not selling anymore, but I have a super duper random question for you. And then boom. And I would ask them to post for me. And it's working, like they're posting. And so this is all about you, basically asking people to host a post for you on their timeline. And I've been using just Cleanse, Hair, Skin, and Nails, and Keto Coffee. And I have found personally that if I give them the three options, to post, instead of just giving them the keto coffee, I find that they respond better because they know their audience. Like this girl was like, well, I love the keto coffee and I think it's a great product, but I feel like my friends would love the hair, skin, and nails, and I want to post about that. And she was one of my loyal customers already. And she was right. Within like 5 minutes, I had people commenting. And so then I friended them and I added them to a list separately. So I wrote their names down so that I could keep track of everything. And I gave them the post through a conversation. They started posting. And I'm just, you guys can do this a couple of ways. I have found that, some people are giving away like full products for every customer that people sign. You can do it that way, or you can literally just do like a sample pack. Like last week, I had sent a couple of customers and people that were posting for me just a sample pack of like keto and wow. I sent one girl a wrap and one girl a facial because she's pregnant. And they just loved it. It wasn't like I gave them a full-on new bottle of hair, skin, and nails or whatever. So you don't have to do that. Like Tia said, you could do a drawing for, how many of our customers they have that sign up, they go into a drawing. This can totally be based on your budget, what you can afford. Like anybody who's brand new, anybody who's been in this business for a while can do this. But this is what I'm finding is that you literally expand your network so much because of the conversations that you're having. I want to give you another example. I was talking to a girl tonight. She had commented on the hair, skin, and nails post, and we started dialogue. She wants to sign up. She actually she goes, oh, I'm familiar with this. I've heard of it works. I had seen it on Facebook, whatever. So we started the conversation. She's like, the problem is in the past, like I've been wanting to sign up for this, but I am just so broke. And so instead of like going down this path with her about joining the business and whatever, I said, why don't you do this for me? Why don't you host a post on your page so that you can win some free product? She's like, absolutely. I would love that. Because again, I know I can go like, we don't have a lot of time here. Like we're in like end of month crunch. There's a lot going on. Let's focus on how many customers and distributors we can enroll this month to close this month out strong and really fuel ourselves into March. And so that's where my head's at. And so she said, yeah, great. So she's hosting a post for me now on hers. Turns out she's keto. I didn't even know that. Already eats keto and is hosting for Keto Coffee. So how cool is that? How to turn that into an opportunity for her to now expand to her network. Of course, she's going to see that people are responding. Those could be her potential customers. So again, I'm going to turn that into, why don't you sign up? These become your customers. So there's always a way to kind of have that dialogue. It's been really, really, really fun. So let me answer these questions. Okay, so what's your suggestion with the friends that have several? I haven't even thought about that. Do you have mutual friends? There, Juno and I have, maybe you guys just split them up. I mean, you're friends, right? Do 50-50. You send half to one and you send half to another, and you guys just make it simple. Like if you've got the same friends and you're going to both do this, just split it up and make it even and balanced. And, I mean, and then you're on the same team, so share the love, I mean, that's how I would look at it. Yeah, that's how I would look at it. Okay, so let me do this. Since I've gone through this portion first, do you guys have any specific questions for me? Does anyone, you can unmute yourself and ask a question, not in the chat, before we move on.
Did you mention about like when they post like commenting in like before and after pictures?
Oh yes, thank you. Okay, so what to post? Okay, so, well, I'm gonna get to that, but
That's what I was wondering, if you were going to get to it or if you were going to.
I'm going to get to the posting part. Does anybody have any questions so far? Anything else before I go to the posting aspect? Okay, so on the team page in the event, I posted the scripts. So I'm going to share with you, because in here is exactly what to post. I gave you a keto coffee example earlier. I'm going to give you the cleanse one right now. Of course, this is going to go all on Facebook. Because again, you've got to do the work of actually sending people a message first. This one is, all these are notes on my phone. Where is your skin nails? Okay. This was so easy. And then, okay, so for example, like for hair, skin, and nails, you would just have them post who on my friends list wants to grow out their hair. My friend Kay, and have them tag you, is looking for 5 more girls to join in a 190-day mermaid challenge. Who wants in? Results below. And then post a before and after picture that you love and give them that. And then all they have to do is post the verbiage, and then they can put the before and after. If you want to, this is entirely up to you. You can add, like, how we do, like pull a really cool photo of really great hair off Pinterest or something to add to the verbiage. You can do that. I also find that just posting the verbiage itself with the results photos in the comment is perfect. This girl that hosted for me even came back and said, send me some more. I'll put some more before and afters in the comment section. So, and we just got really quick feedback with that. So I'll post the cleanse one, and you have the one for keto coffee. I posted all the keto coffee ones already. You just want to keep it super simple. And then just the follow-up verbiage is all there too, of just how to get them to host for you. So my thing is, because you've got a few minutes, what I would do is start, maybe just you turn this into a little working time where you guys just start sending those messages out. And my biggest tip for you is do not judge. Like, there's no room for judgment here. We're in like total crunch mode. You guys can really enroll some customers to close this month out. Is just start going through this and quickly maybe go through one page right now, highlight, get it done, and then start sending those messages. Does that work? Any questions? Let me talk about Instagram, Trisha. I know you do most of yours on Instagram. Okay, so what I did earlier on Instagram is Trish, do you have any Instagram questions before I go through this? I did like a, so we're not going to talk about a following app. We're not talking about building your business on Instagram right now. We're just going to talk about host to post. Like you've got to either just focus on your friends list right now or Instagram. I'm not going to go through that stuff we talk about on Power Hour and growing your Instagram audience, but I don't recommend an app for following. I recommend doing it manually. But let me show you what I am doing with my existing network on Instagram. Okay. Oh, there's Kennedy. Okay, so I just made this splish splash, and it says, who's ready for bikini season? If you go to my Instagram, you can see it. I'm looking for 5 new models who wants to lose weight and get fit ASAP. Then I said exclusive 40% discount. This is a poll that I made. Or I said post to your friends for a free product. Are you curious? And then I said, will you be my product model, or will you host a post for me for freebies? Sorry, it moves fast.
I like that.
Yeah. And then I've gotten 33%. This is what's interesting. 33% of my poll responders have said that they want to be a product model. 67% said that it would host a post for me. How interesting is that? So now I have all these chats going. I actually have two more people that responded to me. And I just sent them, this one was interested in, hey, I just saw you were interested in being a product model. May I send you some more information? Sure, I'd love to know what's involved. And then, hey, gorgeous, I saw that you were interested in hosting a post for me. May I send you some more information about that? Yes, I'd love to hear more details to see if it's something I'd like to do. And so I've had probably, let me see how many total. How cool is that? Like I tried it today. I was like, I'm just going to try it. I had 4 votes. I've had 4 for product model and 8 for post. So double the amount. Isn't that crazy? It's so cool. And I'm seeing it like who it is. It's just so exciting. And then some, of course, were like, just, there were a couple of It Works people that were just like, they do that. They give you love on your post. But to have like new conversation with new people just about hosting a post. So I had a girl host one for me, and she just simply tagged me. She did the keto. I gave her the product. She did the keto coffee and tagged me, and then had someone tag a friend in the comment that said, you should try this. So this girl didn't say she was interested, but tagged someone that said she was interested. So again, this is like building your audience outside of who you already know. Again, like I feel like everyone's like 6 degrees of people away from like a potential customer or distributor. So I'm going to follow that girl. So how cool is that? So for Instagram people like Trish, you could go through your list, your hundreds list, or I don't know how you have your I have all my Instagram people that I interact with on a daily basis, all written in my notebook. So like this, I have them all here. I have all them written down, and that's just one page that I constantly interact with through my polls and that I haven't signed up yet. And so these are people that I would go through and message, hey, girl, I have a random question for you. So I don't know how you do it and organize it, but that's what I would do. You can even backtrack. Like I go through everybody who's liked a post or even looked at a poll of mine. I go back and start making sure I'm following them, and then I write their name down, because otherwise I don't stay organized.
So if you're messaging some people, would you message people that are like, are like really close friends at the same time, or would you do it separate times? Because like then their posts are gonna like repeat on their friends' pages. I
messaged my MOPS friends. I don't
all together.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, again, like you never know. because they
Yeah.
have a totally different audience. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Like, I feel like at this point, there's no time to worry about it.
Yeah, definitely.
And these are people that I really never asked. Like, okay, for example, Savannah, she's one of my loyals. She had said something maybe about joining the business, but then kind of backed out. She's already a business owner and she's got she just wasn't, it wasn't going anywhere. But it was funny when I asked her to host a post for me, she goes, now that's something that I could do for you. And I was like, boom. And she's the one that did the hair, skin, and nails. And that's now all the interaction that I have from that one post. So you just never know. Like it is this, I'm telling y'all, I think this is like no pressure work, but it's working. Do you
let them tag on your page at all? You'll actually go on your Facebook page, like the post? Because when I've done it, some of them I'd hide, mostly.
Yeah, I let them just stay. Every post I have to approve anyway, so I let it stay off my page and let it just stay on their page. But what I thought about doing, it'd be fun, is to go in and just say a big thank you and then put their names, like their first names or something, to all the people that have done a post. That way the people that haven't yet could see, okay, she's recognizing these people. There's some momentum going here. And I did post on my timeline. You guys can go look at it earlier, and I'll put it in the chat. Just change it up. Don't copy it verbatim. I posted this. Oh, well, you have to space it out anyway. And I didn't get a lot of interaction on it, but anybody that did like it, that's not a rep, I did send them a message. And one of them was Savannah, and she was like, yeah, of course, now that I can do for you. So I did get some interaction from that, but not much. And look, here's just one just now that came through that just did a host the post from earlier. She just posted it. So I started doing this at 2:00 this afternoon, and it's 10:30, and they're still coming in, and it's creating actual enrollments. I think it's just really, really cool. You can put some music on. You guys just let me know if you have questions. Do some Bruno Mars radio. Let's see how that goes. I have, Brenda asked if I have pictures ready to send. I have an album on my camera roll. You know how you have albums of promo pictures only that I use like on a rotating basis. I have keto coffee and cleanse and hair, skin, and nails and stuff. So I have that, but I've just, more than anything, I've just been doing the verbiage and then having them post the results pictures below. So I can post those for you. See if we can get something more. Nope. Oh, I have one more keto one. Hang on. I think Sarah sent me 3. I'm getting more friend requests outside of like the It Works world because of the host of post 2. Like people are seeing them and friending me, which I think is interesting. So you're going to notice that too. What's cool about Instagram too, for you guys that use it, you could do the scrolling. If you can have them do the scrolling, they could post the picture and then they could do the swipe left for the results pictures. some other ones. These are just good examples of hair pictures. You can pull any that you like. that I follow and just use them later. And again, I just save them on an album on my phone, and I have them like ready to go. I have a promo album. One of the keto ones, the black and white one I took while I was in New York with Laura, when we were in New York in December. I took that one with my phone and then just filtered and edited it with my PicTap Go app. So you can take them yourself too. But it's the apps that make a difference. Another thing that I like to do for like the cleanse, the weight loss, is to get people's attention through like I'll just like look up on Pinterest like bikini model or bikini shot or something like that, or bikini girl or something, and I'll find like a really beautiful picture of a girl in a bikini, and I'll use that because it grabs people's attention. So I had to do mine. I don't know how you guys did it. I had to do mine in Excel and then like take out some columns in order to get it down to one page where it fit on like one of these. I did put it in Excel first. Okay, so for those of you that are just joining us, without doing too much repetition, what I suggest that you do is go to our Living Legendary page and go to the event itself. Let me go there and do all these steps and go to our we are messaging people on our friends list who are not like they're not a distributor. They're either a customer already or they're a someone. I went through the color coding, but you'll have to go back and watch the recording for that. But anybody that's not not a distributor or basically who isn't a distributor, you're going to go and you're going to message them on Facebook and you're going to use the scripts that we gave you. So like, the first question would be like, hey girl, I have a really super duper random question for you. And then you would go through and follow the script to ask them to host a post for you. And so the objective is that they host either like a cleanse or hair, skin, nails, or a, oh my gosh, keto coffee post for you on their Facebook, and they tag you. And then you go through the follow-up process once people have started commenting. And the verbiage is all there for you to do that. We're giving you pictures you can use. We're giving you before and afters you can use in the comment section. So you might have to go back and watch this to kind of catch up, but because it's almost over. But that's going to be a huge thing for you. So if you came to the Zoom with your friends list printed, just go through the first couple pages of it and start highlighting like who's already a distributor, knock them off the list. Anybody that's not a distributor, I can go through the color coding with you. I did orange is a loyal customer already. Green is somebody that I unfriended because I went through and realized like we don't need to be friends for whatever reason. Like I said earlier, some people just they were, one person was like cursing and had like awful nasty stuff on their page, and I was like, how do we even become friends? Probably from like a mom's group or something. Blue are people like I highlight blue when I've messaged them. So I've messaged them because they're potentially doing a host to post for me. Purple are people that are already in other network marketing companies that I feel like are competing with ours, like another keto company or something like that. I'm not going to message them likely at this point. That's just a personal preference. And then yellow was like family, like my mom. Like she's a network, so I can't ask her, but you can ask your mom if she's not involved. So let's see. Let's see. And then what I shared with everybody is once you start getting people to host a post for you, just get them to start making a list of like who's hosting for you right here. Like right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out so far on just Facebook. So, and then the conversations that you have, you can start using this to follow up, like once they've joined, right, that knock them off the list. So hopefully that helps a little bit without repeating too much. Just let us know if you have questions in the chat. But all the verbiage and stuff is there for you on the event. I gotta get back to these Instagram people. I also encourage you guys not to change the verbiage too much and use what verbiage we've given you because it's working. Like I love the part at the bottom where it says free is free, right? Because it's like, they're like, yep, it's free, whatever. I might as well try. I mean, I just feel like it just totally takes the pressure off. So try to keep it to what the script is because it is working. That's so awesome, Shauna. See? For guys to post. I would do the for the coffee or the cleanse. There's great results from both. You know what? There's a really good before and after of oh, hang on, let me grab it for you. There's a really good before and after of keto coffee from Ashley Renal's husband, I think. Hang on. It's so good. They posted it over the weekend. Yeah. Brandon Olive. Yeah. Ashley Olive's husband. Let me put it, I'm going to put it in the event. So good. I would do that. I mean, hair, skin, and nails for guys too with beards. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. I still feel like, you know, Angus, what would you say? I know there's some guys on here. Are you still there, Angus? I feel like for sure hair, skin, and nails. I mean, keto coffee and cleanse. If anybody has some male results pictures, post them on the event, please. And cleanse too, I feel like. Scott's really loving his keto results, like loving them. And so I feel like just try to keep the post. Is it approved by compliance? Like I just try to be as compliant just because I know not everyone posts compliant pictures, but just for the sake of the whole team. But if you want to share it, can't hurt. Wow. Amberly, that's so awesome. See, you guys are just totally expanding. Make sure you're really writing these people down so you can keep following up. I know you're going to be tagged, but like these are people that are now absolutely 100% on your hundreds list too. I love giving people options. Okay, here you go. Okay, so let me post my poll. So I'll just put poll concept idea. All right, so one like quick Instagram tip, you guys, for like fun, like background images. If you just go to, you just go to Pinterest, and you go to search bar, just type in iPhone wallpaper, and so many different, like, let me get to see if this will focus. Oops. So many different background images will come up. Let me see if it'll focus. You'll see what I mean. So like you can, so it's a pretty one. And then there's so many different ones that you can use for your polls and stuff. Like that's a super fun summer one. Just to give you some ideas, because then they fit, in. It's so funny. My aunt now wants the keto coffee. I love it. I just got a text. You can use these for your polls and just good background. Some of them like are more plain, like that one is more plain. But I just I just download the ones that I really like and use them like at different times. But that's a really good way for you guys just to have a cool, solid background. Like that's so fun for summer. A little flamingo. Just because I find that on Instagram, people like a variety, and they like color, and it's just not always like I love this one for it works. I think that's so cool. The palm trees. That one's super fun. I've used that one before. And if you click on the image, it pulls up like ones that are similar to it. Really gives you like that. Oh, that's a good it works one right there. How cool is that? Just to give you different background options. That one's there. You can already write in it. That's a good one too. Just to give you. Does that help a little bit? Oh, I gotta post. Did I post it? Yeah, I did. My pregnant brain. Okay, I'm getting some mail before and afters for you. Stand by, people. Stand by. I'm just gonna make a new mail before and after. That way I can just keep adding to it. How are you guys doing? How long does it take for you guys? How long did it take you guys to download your list? Some are asking. No, I only send product if people sign as a customer. Someone asked me that. Especially like a I mean, because you could go through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people at this point. If you feel like it could be like, you could send a keto coffee sample or something, one thing. Or I sent wow last week and this girl loved it, loved it. Greens on the go. If you really feel like led, okay, maybe if I send them something, they'll just get results themselves and become a customer. That's a potential opportunity, but I've just been doing it. They sign up customers. It works like crazy. Keep it up.
Going through my list and stuff, like I wrote question marks next to the people that I'm like, I don't remember who that is. So it's like a nice little list too, to be like, okay, I'm gonna go on this person's page and like their posts.
Thank you for saying that, because Ashley, I feel like that is so big in this whole thing, is for you guys to realize like who you're actually friends with, that you've added. And you should be going in now. You can go in and interact with them. And
yeah, especially the more you like randomly add people, like you don't remember when you add them, and then they add you back and you're like, okay.
I just found a PDT that's recent, and I've been working so hard that I never wrote on my hundreds list, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Totally forgot about that one.
I know.
I'm like using for Instagram, I'm like writing notes. So I'm writing notes. I'm highlighting with the colors you said, but then for Insta, I'm writing in one pen color PDT or PLC to their sides and like notes. I love this. This is so much fun, Kay.
I know.
I love it.
So grateful. It's so like, I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it that's so different, but I feel like it's just you're using your existing network. You're not racing to find new people, and you're asking, you're interacting, you're asking a question. It's no pressure. I think that's why. Do you plan on checking back with your host? I had 10 to 12. I would just keep following up with the potentials until someone signs, because there's nothing really that the host can do, unless maybe I'm thinking they could bump it up and make it exciting. It's a good point. Okay, so Erica's question is, do you plan on checking back with your host at some point? I had 10 to 12 hosts on Sunday. There's been a lot of activity. I'm sure it looks like to them they should be getting free product by now, but no one has officially signed as a customer. So would I check back with the host and let them know no one has signed up yet? Is there any follow-ups? Yeah, let's think. Because it's new to me too. Let me copy this and ask Rachel. I feel like I want to ask someone who's done this. I'm gonna put this on the leaders page. Post to post follow-up question. Okay, I posted it. So just give me some time and I'll get back and put it on the page if we're off by then, okay? It's a really good question. I want to see what other people that have had experience are doing. Once it's approved, I'll tag Rachel in it. Maybe a thank you card to all your hosts, like something in the mail personally with like one thing, like a green sample or just really simple. But people love, I've been doing a lot of thank you notes this year. I've been really, really diligent about that with my customers, and they love it. So even just a note handwritten by you wouldn't hurt. Thanks for your support. Depends on your budget, you know? And also it depends on what is duplicatable. You can repeat over and over and over and over again, because you're going to go through a lot of people and have a lot of these. Yeah, ask them for their address. Tell me when to send them something. People love a handwritten note. Just they go nuts over it, and it's true. I do too. I love a handwritten note. I love that. It's a good idea. One of my hit list potential distributors just said yes. Did she say yes to being a DT or to hosting a post for you?
And we've talked about the DT, and it's a slow process, but she is going to host a post. I know she's going to get amazing results because she knows so many people. Like, this is the one way back when I'm like, mark my words, she will join my team. I don't know when, but she's going to join. Like, it's getting closer and closer. So I think this is going to blow her over the edge.
Absolutely.
What station is this, Kay?
This is I don't remember, Pandora. I think this is my do you have Pandora?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back and see. I think this is Bruno Mars radio.
Nice.
I like that. This one for these events, or Justin Timberlake's radio is good too. And then when you guys aren't around, I'm listening to yeah, exactly. I saw Adele in concert though. It's like amazing. But for Power Hour, I think and stuff, you need a little more energy. 80s best radio. Is that Pandora too, Angus? Guys, my fingers are getting so swollen from being so pregnant. They're itching. What's the page name again? You mean Here we go.
Is this page on Facebook? I don't know why I can't find it.
Are
Do I
you
need to be like joined to it or something?
maybe who's your upline? I mean, I know that I am ultimately, but who is your like diamond leader or who sponsored you?
I believe her name is Rachel. I have to go and look.
You don't know? Like how did you know about this Zoom?
Oh, I don't even want to pronounce her name wrong either. Hold on one second. Valine?
Valley Allen?
Yeah.
She's your upline. She's part of your upline. Valley?
Yeah. Yeah.
Val, are you still on, baby? I don't think she is.
I think she got off.
I know there's an opportunity call for some. Okay, so do you have Valine's contact info?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shoot her?
message her just super fast and say, can you please add me to the team page?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, Allison. I posted everything on there just now. I think you saw it. Oh, Rachel posted a video. Shoot, I have to watch it. She says, wow, Rachel signed about 75 loyals from doing this. That's amazing. That is so amazing. She's done over 100 host to post this year and 75 loyals. She started this in December. Just gives you so much perspective. If I had ever, okay, yes. So. Okay, so what she's saying is usually it takes, so she does like a 4 more limit on a free product, which is so smart. I completely agree with that. Most of the posts are like getting a lot of interaction, but usually she signs 1 or 2 customers from that host to post. Does that make sense? So if it's it's 2 customers, she'll send a wrap, like 1 wrap, which is what I was thinking too. Last week I just did keto coffee samples, and that was plenty, and a note, handwritten note. I keep track the best I can. She uses a notebook too, like I've been saying, like she uses a notebook to keep track of everyone. But once you, oops, once your polls are exhausted, you can go to this little button and all your polls are saved. So this was like something that blew some people away the other day that didn't realize. So if you actually go to the poll, you can still go and see the responses that you've gotten from it so that you can look later to continue your follow-up after the 24 hours.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. Okay, so I was just showing you that once your polls are finished, like you have 24 hours for your poll.
Yeah.
Once you're done, if you go to your profile and go to this little, I know it's really hard to see, this little clock up here. You see that little?
Yeah.
See if it'll focus.
Mine. I'm looking at mine. Yeah.
Okay, the little clock with the arrow around it. If you go to that, all your polls are archived. Okay, so you can go to your poll, or all your stories are archived. You can go to your poll and see your responses. So even after it's finished, it's there indefinitely. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wonder if that's a setting I have. I don't know. I think about it.
A couple days ago, and I know all of them, so I'm gonna go back in there right now.
What?
I had one that a couple days ago. I've been getting like an average of 20 responses per poll.
Awesome. Okay.
And so I had one that I couldn't get to everyone before it expired. I was waiting to get them, and then I got like a bunch at the end. And I've just been either screenshotting it if I can't message right away. So that's awesome. I'm going to go back and make sure I message everybody.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So what I have is I have under my settings. Okay, so if you go to Instagram and go to your little settings. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying that you can't see. Hang on. Right there, this little settings thing. Okay. You go to story settings under account, and then you go to under saving. There's a saving section. You go save to archive. So I do automatically save photos and videos to your archive, so you don't have to save them to your phone. So everything's archived in that section. So make sure you have that turned on.
This really cool girl named Katie Bevington wants to host a post for me.
Where's Katie? Why is she not on here?
I think she was on. I just tried to look and see if she was on here. But she just did one too on Instagram, so I was like, oh, she must be on here.
Where is Katie? We love Katie. Oh, firecracker. Okay, I just added some more mail and before and afters to our. Sorry, I don't have, oh, you guys are asking about fit coins on the team page. I still don't have a firm answer.
Tell you I'm in love with your shape. You said the mother brothers couldn't really jump your way. And you were shy in the beginning, used to cover your face. You got that sweet, sweet love, and I'm a sucker for cake. I know, girl, you got a body they will kill for. Loving through whatever, who you trying to skip a meal for? Girl, you're too precious, why you trying to split the bill for? I ain't even guessing, they should have you up on billboards. That's full talk, and you can go to work and let me pick up the slack. And when you finish what you're doing,
I want to get a few more good promo pics for y'all before we leave for her hair, skin, and nails.
Trying to come into the game like my brother Teddy done. I ain't even trying to play cool, cause it's bigger than my pride. If you won't play your loving, and I hit you with divided shit. I'm in love with the shape of you. Because you
Super random, but my family just made cheese crisps. Hey, keto cracker. Look, Trish.
What cheese did you use?
I think they use Gruyere, maybe Parmesan. It tastes phenomenal. I can't hear you, Trish.
Sorry, cheese. What? Just throw them in the oven? I have to.
Yeah, I think so. They're super thin.
Oh.
Oh, keto life.
Yum. We used to get Caesar salads back home in our favorite restaurant. They were stacked. It was stacked between two of those Parmesan crisps, like the round. They were like this round, and then in between it was like a chopped Caesar. It was just so good. Yeah. Okay. Not that I'm not a fan of the song. However, it's a little slow. Here we go. Again, if you guys weren't on before or just at any time, you can add your favorites to it as well. Chelsea posted something. Okay, this is Chelsea's question. Marissa, you still, I think that I think we came to the conclusion you have to do it from your computer, not your phone, downloading your friends list. This is, I actually have, okay, so this is a response that Chelsea got. The quote is, I actually have that stuff already for coffee. I do heavy whipping cream, MCT oil, collagen, cocoa powder, and a couple drops of stevia. She's asking, what do I say back? Post. Yeah, but they don't have the convenient packs. Let's see. Anyone been able to do it from their phone at all? Anyone? No? I don't know. Go to like a library or a friend's house, or do it tomorrow from, or like you probably still have time tonight. I don't know. You're in California. You're going to have to phone a friend. All right, you guys, it's top of the hour. I'm going to go to bed. I have to, or I'm going to fall asleep here with you. Thank you guys so much for being on. I know this was a really long recording, but I'll get it up for you at some point tomorrow. And keep me posted on how you're doing your host to post, okay? I'm going to end this. Thank you. This is amazing.